In this video, you're gonna learn how to make delicious whole food plant-based cheese sauce that you can use over and over again. Welcome to the channel where we talk all things plant-based, holistic health and wellness. My name is Lauren. I have a bachelor's degree in nutrition and 7 years of living a whole food plant-based lifestyle under my belt. If you are into whole food plant-based recipes and holistic living, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss an upload. Before we get started, I want to give you a heads up that I just released a plant-based dinner freebie. You can download this guide for free. It is my top go-to busy weeknight whole food plant-based meals that I make over and over and over again. These are my go-tos. You can find the link below. It's yours for free. And you'll notice a bunch of those recipes use this cheese sauce that we're making today. So I kind of wanted to create this how-to tutorial so you can use the guide, make the cheese sauce, get everything going, and have delicious whole food plant-based dinners. So let's talk cheese. Before I transitioned to a whole food plant-based lifestyle, cheese was one of the last things that I found kind of tricky to transition away from, and there's a lot of reasons for that. I was really used to putting cheese on my salads, whatever meals I had. I probably had cheese almost every single day. But what's kind of crazy when you start looking into cheese is what is actually in cheese. And the more I learned about it, the more I realized I don't want to be eating cheese. I don't like what that's doing in my body, and I definitely don't like where it's coming from. The good news is that now we have so many vegan alternatives for cheese out in the supermarket. So if you don't have time to make your own cheese situation, you can get an awesome plant-based vegan option. I would just tell you to make sure you check out the ingredients. It's important to look at the ingredients on anything we're buying. You want to know what is in the food that you're eating. So look for a clean cheese sauce. I'll link a few brands that I like below that are clean, that if I'm in a pinch, I'll get. But today, I just really wanted to share this recipe. This is what I make. So I usually make a pretty big batch of this cheese, and then I'll have it for a few different plant-based dinners throughout the week, which these plant-based dinners are listed in the guide below that you can download for free. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about some of the studies that I was researching. I'll link all the sources below of what I'm about to talk about. Cheese is actually found to be mildly addictive, and that is because of the protein casein that is in cheese that your body then breaks down to casomorphin. This compound actually attaches to dopamine receptors in the brain and can trigger craving. Now, I don't know about you, but I am not down with cravings or addictive foods. I have a whole history of addictive behaviors. I made a video that sort of touched on this called My Vegan Story. I will link it here, but that is not at all the way I want to live now. I don't want to be dependent on anything. I don't want to be addicted to anything, and it's important to kind of recognize what is in the food we're eating. So cheese actually contains saturated fat, which that's been linked to boosting harmful LDL cholesterol in our body, which can then also contribute to heart disease. Also, these commercial dairy products that we find at the supermarket are coming from cows that are treated with hormones and antibiotics so they don't get sick, which then is passed down through their system to the milk and the cheese that then we're consuming. So you are consuming hormones and antibiotics from these cows. And the cheese making process can even concentrate these hormones further. That increase of hormones has been linked to an upped risk for breast cancer. So again, I'm gonna link these studies below. Cheese, I guess, and all of its components is a whole separate topic. I'm gonna keep this video though about the glorious, delicious plant-based cheese that was made from whole foods that we'll be making today. So moving on. This whole food plant-based cheese is such an awesome option. If you, let's say you eat cheese now and are looking for a different swap, you wanna make a quesadilla and want a different swap and wanna try something a little more whole food, healthier, made at home than store-bought cheese, this is your cheese. And on occasion, I'll definitely go to the supermarket and get an awesome vegan cheese and make, you know, I don't know, like a crazy vegan pizza because it makes my boyfriend extremely happy. It does make me happy too, but I would rather just make the whole food plant-based cheese. I'm not like a purist, but it just makes me feel better than store-bought processed stuff. This cheese sauce is primarily made with potatoes and carrots. How bomb is that? There's a couple things that you add to the cheese sauce to up the cheesy flavor. Nutritional yeast is one of them. If you have never used nutritional yeast before, it imparts this kind of cheesy flavor on whatever you add it to. I'm gonna link it up below, but it is a staple for making this cheesy sauce. This recipe started for me when I found a recipe on Oshi Glows. And just a side note, if you're plant-based and vegan and have been for a long time, or if you're new to the lifestyle, Oshi Glows is such an amazing recipe resource. She has tested her recipes, I think like a million times per recipe, and every time I make something of hers, they come out perfectly. So I can't recommend Oshi Glows enough for plant-based vegan recipes. So this recipe started with the Oshi Glows recipe, and then I tweaked it to kind of make it my own. I'm gonna link her original recipe below, and then obviously you're going to get to see how I tweaked it and what I use in this version. You can literally use it on tacos, on quesadillas, on mac and cheese. There's so many different ways to use this, and the coolest thing about it is you're eating potatoes and carrots in it. Like, it's easy, it's delicious, it is a staple in my kitchen, and I hope it can be one in yours. Let's make the cheese. So don't forget to download your free plant-based dinner guide. That is linked below. And if you are looking for more whole food plant-based videos and holistic living videos from me, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you'll never miss an upload. I cannot wait to see you again soon. Bye!